past Australian captain. Yeah.
I've got Australian.
Nice.
Yeah, I can just leave now.
You should. You look tall.
My first goal is to maybe it's just position down. Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sturt Lacrosse Club. Apologies about the delay. We had some audio issues after the ads have been coming through blaringly loud, but we are here at the wonderful Sturt Lacrosse Club for the big matchup between Sturt and Woodville. It is my pleasure to introduce, I think this is their debut on the headsets, Steve and Nige. So welcome, boys. How are we?
We're good, Marty.
Yeah,
we're
very
good,
well,
mate.
thanks for having us. Wouldn't be Lacrosse ATV without a technical issue.
Yeah. You know, we try our best, mate. And also, Braden, we've got on the headset, who's going to be pulling double duties, although I might be taking the camera off him a little bit later, who will be running good. Now, boys, big game tonight. Sturt will be looking to build off a sort of a lacklustre game last week against ETP.
Okay.
Looking to get a few more shots on goal.
Yep.
Against a slightly depleted Woodville team, missing the likes of Zach Clothier and Dylan Wood. They have got a sneaky in Jesse Winnan, who will be playing his first state league game for the year.
Yeah,
So
struggled with the reflection before, but now I can see the number 2 because he's got his helmet on. That's good.
Yeah, and shots on goal very important. Only way you're going to score.
That's right. And they're missing their coach as well because Shix is in Ireland.
now, Shix, if you are online, give us a shout out because we're looking forward to. Hopefully, you're watching this. You boys got the day off today after a 18-3 loss to Canada. It's probably not what the boys are after, but certainly looking forward to what's going on. So, boys, what do you think the keys to the game for Sturt will be tonight?
So it depends on who will take face off for me. So wondering if Jesse will.
So last week Ryan Stone took a fair chunk of the face-offs
Okay.
for Sturt, but
Yep.
certainly Jacob Newman was
Jacob Newman would be my
an absolute workhorse last week.
Yeah, he's exciting. Yeah, so playing in the Sea Devils over the summer with Jacob, I am a bit of a fan. He's a bit of a run and gun. He's got a good bounce shot over the shoulder, and just seems to find the seams quite well. So yeah, exciting to watch.
Now, Nige, what about Woodville? Who's going to be? Is Jesse going to be the key, or do you reckon somebody else is going to pop their head up and be the game winner?
I'm sure Jesse would like to be the key. I reckon the key is going to be between the pipes for them. They've obviously got a really strong defence lineup. Sturt will be looking to obviously put some goals in the back of the net. So I think Tuxford will be a key for Woodville down there.
Yeah, Shawnee after under 18s, he had a pretty stellar tournament, didn't he? So I think he's ready to go in state league. So Philippa should have a cracker, hopefully.
Yep. So the officials just doing their bit of business there, and if you want to do business with one of our great sponsors, we got 2 absolute, genuine, lovely sponsors in Traditional Group for all your home renovation needs, and 180 Finance. And just to give you a little bit of a heads up with 180 Finance, there's a great way that you can actually not only get a better deal for yourself, but can actually make your club $250 just purely by going in, getting yourself a health check, and signing up. So everyone loves to save money, and what even better way to...
Like a finance health check.
Yes.
That sounds very exciting.
Yes. So save yourself some money, and even make sure you go and see Chris. You can do that, 180finance.com.au. As we get set to go here, and we might just grab a quick shout out to Braden, who's on the cans. Your thoughts on the game, Braden?
I'd say Sturt definitely are going to need to score more than 2 goals, which is what happened last week. They don't have quite the calibre of keeper defending against the goal they're trying to score at this week, with no Tom Vickery in front of it. But I think they need to get shots closer to the cage. They've got to come around those bottom corners harder and closer instead of running off the angles.
Look at the officiating lineup, by the way. It's
Yep.
very exciting.
So we do have Luke mic'd up. We'll just let you boys talk while we get him sorted out.
Okay. So both teams are running on now. Obviously, Sturt is home, running on first. So we've got left shoulder, the goal you're defending. So
What is your left and right here, Stephen?
just trying to turn myself around as if I was Sturt.
Woodville are going uphill, I would say.
That is correct.
Hill's not quite as big as it used to be, but
No, what do you think? It looks pretty flat, but I still feel like, or is it just because we're used to it? That, you know, it's
I
still
think it's because my
right,
chair's sinking that I'm
still
feeling
right
like
to
it's
left,
going down
just
the
a
left.
little bit. But it's held up well. What the rain this week, Burnside, underwater,
Yes, yep.
Glenelg,
it's-
mud.
They've done a really good job here. It's a great place to play lacrosse, I've heard.
Just thought that could be my topic of discussion for you, Nige. Just anything turf or grass related.
Let's talk about the centre line, how straight that is. And
Is
so there's the there's the cheers there. Guildford running about his maximum
oh
right now.
wow, you missed that. He
won't
ran
do
off
much-
camera.
He won't do much more than that tonight, so it's off to a good start.
Does he?
Who we got in the centre there, Stephen?
Stone.
Is that bread and butter? We have some names written down somewhere. Mickey Noble. Mickey Bread and Butter Noble. Is who Marty's telling me that is.
Got the shorts
Maybe just wait for the
rolled up a couple of levels. Got the undershorts hanging out. Nice to see.
umpires just to make their
Louis King matching up on Newman on the close wing here. To the right of your screen. Here we go. I got Rhino. Oh, early? Jacob Newman with the ground ball. First possession.
early touch. Bit of
Sturt.
confidence always helps, doesn't it?
We got Lewis King on him, so playing out wide to start with. Potentially dropping back in as soon as you can. As the ball moves to the back side, we got Forbesy on the right hand, kicking it up to top. Over to Pangrazio. Good to see him still out there. Young age of 37. So nice and settled. They look like they're in what, Nige? A sweep from the top. The flip.
Moving a lot there. 3 high, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. Even. I don't know.
Yep. Or even a 1-4-1. 3 in the
Moving in and out of
crease.
sets really well here because we can't even pick it up.
Looks a little bit slippery in the crease, as you would expect. Coming around the bottom corner. Jeez, dive, no back up, and that should go to Woodville. Always a tough scenario, dodging from X. Who's going to cover the shot if you successfully get around the corner?
Woodville with the easy out here by
Is that
looks.
Tyson?
Kane Bennett.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Comments, Braden.
Very good, Braden. Good to have you here.
Kane Bennett, yep, running very deep there.
No lefties for Woodville at the moment.
Senior officer down there, Stephen Guerin, surely puts in his left for a little bit.
He's got a new helmet. Oh no, he's in the crease. There he is. He should hold up well in that mud. So Woodville kicking it around. They're in a 2-3-1 scenario, getting to the backside. On a longie here, so probably won't engage. Stefan's popping out. But get nice and settled. This is no real rush. First possession.
Lights at full capacity, you think, Stephen?
Philippa coming in on Ryle. Oh,
Give.
good looks. And
that's
that's fine, that's fair. Not fair? Okay, good. Happy with that call. No flags yet. Staying in the pockets. Always risky throwing a check between the restraining lines. Sturt. Waps kicks it up to Ty. Cross to Jacob. To the man, the myth, as he comes bottom left with a shot. That's inside pipe and in the crease. Tommy handled well. What happened there?
Let him play on, sir.
He fell over with the ball. Not sure the call on that. Sorry.
Looks like a late in the crease.
Okay. Thank you, Braden.
Kilford just demanding things down that other end. Haven't heard him yet, so it's good to
Kilford, the voice.
sound his voice.
Sam, the word. No. Sam, the voice. Kilford. It's always good for goalie to get up above restraining line to shorten the passes. Nice. Lewis King on the backside, throwing a bouncer, no doubt. Sticks it away. Sticks item Sammy. That's a great goal. It's a great transition goal.
Was. Love a good transition goal. Woodville not messing around with it at all. Replay.
Oh, we got a replay.
Replay is coming.
He's
Good, 'cause I missed that one. Nah, well, you missed the replay too. That's all right. If you're not paying attention, you miss out.
Yeah.
Hardy's got us the score sheet, which is handy.
Oh, how good. But that's amazing. That's a great start.
Back into the centre. Luke and Polly just doing a bit of maintenance on the turf.
Yeah, making sure all 30 seconds is absorbed before they set them down.
Catching their breath, I reckon.
Ty's taking a couple of face-offs for the Sea Devils, the box team over the summer, so I haven't seen him in juniors, but I know he can. He's quite quick on the clamp, so it'll be good to see what happens here. That's nice, got it. First get. Marty, what is thing happening? So guys, that was potentially Luke, if you could hear that. Nice, Shawnee. Good possession there.
So yes, young Sean Filippo down there in the corner. Obviously had a great state tournament in the, was it under 17? Under 18s?
I think they're under 18s these days.
Yes, under 18s, because there was a couple of older boys playing in that team as well. And it's just sneak away with the tournament as well, which is really good to see.
Amazing to watch. We enjoyed it. That was a huge crowd, wasn't there?
It was, yep. Probably some of those boys' biggest crowd they've ever played in front of. So
And all stepped up for the challenge. Training for extended period, no doubt.
that was, it was a dragged out campaign, we call it.
Ryle
Oh yeah, giving him a bit.
giving him a
Don't mind
challenge, no flags, keeping him in the pocket. Good to see. Shawnee just working it though, loves it.
very well. Yeah.
No need to slide. That was handled well. That was just good one-on-one lacrosse. Kilford's a great voice down there. It's almost like an extra defender. Get everyone in order on the backside, dictating who's one, who's two.
Oh yeah, good finish. That's a good out-of-bounds play.
Missed it. We should have a replay coming up.
Sturt just not quite ready there. Woodville up and about.
Who got it? Shawnee?
No, I think Sean was the assist.
Yep. Chat it to now. Missed the replay again. That's all right.
It's more of a live action sport.
So that's out to a 2-0 lead.
Yep. If you are the finance man, Stephen, so I'll rely on you to keep the numbers.
Divisible by 0. That's still.
It's not on a tape measure. I can't work it out.
Alright. So his wingers are really, really deep. So it should just be a one-on-one in the middle there, because you would think they'd have enough time to pick it up.
Ryan got the strength advantage, you would have thought, on this advantage.
And I reckon that's a penalty. Yeah, possession. No, okay, calling loose ball. Good hold though, Rhino.
Sure what Polly has.
Definitely a younger, slimmer, faster version of Rhino that I'm used to. Great to see him still playing though. What just happened?
We've just lost Hayden there for a little bit. He's showing a hole.
There's a sinkhole next to you, knowledge. All right, Sturt need a big one here. Rhino looks a bit
So-
ginger.
A little bit faster pace than I was expecting so far. I thought both teams would be a bit more settled than what they are. Sturt trying to settle, but Woodville obviously keen just to run and gun and
Shot by
plenty
Jared.
of shots on goal.
No backup. Staying in. Apparently, no. Thought Wapple was stuck there.
Now, you might be able to answer this for me there, Steve.
Which Forbes
Shane Abbott's.
is in
Has
Darwin.
Has he been playing this year? He's been playing this year.
I feel like I've seen him playing this year.
'Cause yes, I did see he was on his way to Darwin today.
Yeah, I did think the same, that we were coming to watch.
Heard it was going to be too cold down up here at the hill. Decided to go over to Darwin. Don't blame him.
No, if you were going to go, or no,
And-
if you never weren't going to go, you would never
Quarter
not
time
go.
maybe.
And as you said, Craig in where are they? Ireland. It's on my stubby holder. Ireland,
Yes, they're in Limerick.
Limerick.
I've only
Next one.
seen them Canada so far. You saw the goal he scored a goal.
I did see the goal. He scored a goal.
Can't argue with that.
Yep.
Shot at the back. Hopefully Stefan got there. Yep, staying
Yes,
Woodville.
as Marty noted, not quite the result that boys are after, I'm sure, but
Yeah, I guess the matchup is Canada US to see at what standard teams are at, aren't they?
yes, I believe the boys got England
Lincoln Potter ISO here.
England tomorrow morning. Marty, you're telling me Lincoln Potter got some speed off that pick.
Reborn after being in college, he's decided to grab a shorty.
He told me defensive midi only, but he's spending a fair bit of time in the
Is he?
offensive end.
A bit like my career, I was very much a defensive midi.
There's a bit of cold air coming out of Lincoln's helmet. Good movement.
So
Good
Woodville
control.
seem to just settle things down now. Couple of goal break. Just happy to sit on this for a bit, make sure it's 100%.
Jesse back corner. He's got enough to hold that. No, it's dropped. Ground ball. Who's it going to be? Coming out with Sturt. No, Jesse, easy pick up. Should settle there. That's the call from the box, from the sounds. Is there a coach?
So Sean here at X on Jared Prangrazio. My money
Dunk.
is he should have a go.
And you should get away.
Probably want Woodville to be a little bit busier here
Yep.
so that they can't have a slide and Sean can just come around the corner. And
Sam will probably start talking soon.
that's
Oh,
a
it's a good feed.
good look. Good save
Good
there by
save,
Sam.
Sammy.
Sam feeling one finally. He's
Behind the back. Still got it, the old,
The old
old
dog.
man. Got tricks.
Bit of a foot race now down the hill.
Forbesy to the bottom left to Jacob.
Oh, this could be.
To Forbesy. Oh,
Oh.
save.
That's a good cover there by Tommy
Just need
Tuxford.
One fake there, I think. Fake low. He was falling. He'd committed. Stick in the top corner.
If Glenn Meredith's watching, he would be very upset by that play. He used to tell a little story about a very similar situation. I won't bore you with it because it's boring.
Not having a lefty. That's going to be a bit of a, I don't know, an issue maybe for Sturt, especially on the transition and the fasties.
Yeah, so is that both teams don't have a lefty? Are we coming to that conclusion?
Yeah.
So if there's any lefties in the state that aren't playing, there's a couple of spots in there.
Ball down, unfortunately, on the cut. Tommy looking for an outlet. Sean, classic. Just natural finds the ball in transition, doesn't he? As he pushes on, he'll look to
Let's see
draw
how Woodville handle this transition.
nice roll. That should be a brush.
Yeah, good
Well,
call, Polly.
Polly.
Good lack of call, Polly. Polly, one of the.
Wow.
I don't think Polly actually brings a flag out to some
Sammy,
games.
good save. Just leaves them at home.
Yeah.
Got young Lockie Greenhalgh next to me. the next superstar.
He's not wearing a jumper, so
No, he'll be sick tomorrow. We've got the heater there now, so we should
yes, we do. Yeah. It's going to melt my jacket.
hit the sponsors. And while we're watching Woodville move the ball around, any feeds, we thought we'd just have a chat about the sponsors. Sudsy, I know him well, but traditional, what are they called now? They're called verandas and carports.
Traditional group. Yeah.
Traditional group.
Doing
If you're after a bull nose, he does a good bull nose. If you're after good lacrosse chat too, I reckon he'd offer that with the quote. He cornered me only last week, saying how the game is not at the standard it used to be. 20, 25-minute quarters. But a great group. They do a great job.
They do.
Their website, that's tradvc.com.au, isn't it? And then Chris, 180 Finance.com.au, doing a great job. I love the offering of what you said, $250 to the club if you go get a finance health check, especially with interest rates on the up.
Jesse
Got a
Williams
shot here. A good backup, move quick, back to Jesse, but jeez,
Picked off.
what an interception. To Sammy, can he control it? No. Sean again just finds it, Stefan, hot stuff. And is that an over or is that okay? That's just
Coach Killers is that one they call it.
I'll take him.
Probably a
I
good
reckon
one to
that's
hold
just
there, I
pushed
think. But
take him.
young fella at the X there just getting a little bit excited.
Watch your back.
Don't blame him.
Sorry, that's me.
Probably been there myself.
That's a big shot. Must be the end of the quarter.
Must be the end of the quarter because I don't think even Braden.
Is Stefan
Mumble
going to have a
shoot
shot?
from
Oh, dear.
there. Oh,
Right on
Stefan.
the chesticles.
Oh,
That was an
Stefan's still
offside
got
too.
legs.
He stepped offside. That's all right. We're letting it all happen.
Like I
right?
said, Polly doesn't bring her flag.
Yeah. 180 Finance over there.
So
.com.au.
a
End
quick
of the
start.
quarter, gentlemen.
Quick start there by Woodville, a couple of goals, and it's just settled back in. Sturt got a little bit of control. Woodville a little bit, I'll call it messy towards the end there, a bit rushed. But yeah, 2-0 first quarter. Your thoughts, Steve?
Yeah, Woodville, I think, lucky to be ahead 2-0. Sturt had plenty of the ball, unlucky with a couple of shots. So yeah, it shouldn't be too dire in both huddles. But yeah, I think just got to lift the standard. So
Yeah, and on that note, we might have a quick listen from our sponsors.
My name is Chris McGurr and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship, and if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today.
And we're back here for the second quarter as Sturt coming out nice and early. I think they've forgotten that they've got a 4-minute break for broadcasted games. But Steve and Braden,
hello, mate.
2-0, was that probably what we were expecting in the first half? Or because Sturt certainly had a lot of the ball.
Yeah, I'm alright with 2-0. I don't think that's any. Yeah, it doesn't change the game. There's only 2. Still got 45 minutes left. Hello, Lukey. Can you hear me? No?
Lukey can't hear us, but he is mic'd up for us tonight. So we appreciate and thank Lukey, and might listen in and just hear this face-off mechanic.
face-off mechanic. There's a word for it, is there, Marty?
Yes, there is.
As long as you guys got some theory
Yeah,
behind it.
we're not just making it up, believe it or not,
I believe you are.
despite popular belief. And we do thank Luke for, as Ryan Stone
Rhino on the
comes down
fastie.
here, pushes
Can
the
he hold
fast
it?
break.
Oh, Jesus, that was a
And,
lot going on there.
Oh, that should be a legal
This is-
procedure, if not
this is
a
amazing.
unsportsmanlike there, because he deliberately played the ball with his hand without the stick.
But it's just part of the tumble.
I'm glad you're watching,
Yeah.
Marty, because I did not see that.
Yep.
Play
So,
on, I say.
I
Yep,
swear the
well,
stick was in his hand.
Stick was on the ground, tumble, whack.
and he deliberately played it with the hand,
As
and
you,
that's actually Luke's favourite one. He never gets to call it the touch the shoulders, the legal touching the ball. In the
as you
face-off,
get
it's
older, you
actually
get
an
smarter. So
unsportsmanlike.
Sounds to umpiring
Everywhere
to
else,
me.
it is a technical.
The umpire
see
for the
Jacob
love of it, I
Newman.
heard. Oh dear, early
And,
slide. Very keen on Jacob Newman. That feed to the crease.
good
Save.
save.
Great stop by
Stick
Tommy
side.
Tuxford.
Jared not going to be happy with that.
Probably need to be putting those ones away.
Yeah. Come on, Jared. Big hit here. Just
So just that clarification
Throws it.
from on field that Luke's thighs are too big. That's why his microphone's not working.
okay. Gotcha. Oh dear, what's going on here?
A bit of action in
Jets
front of the
and
camera.
stays. Take him. Roll up for the challenge. Jeez,
Don't mind
got
this
some,
little matchup. It's a
got
good
some
speed.
Jets. Good to see some young talent coming through though, especially for both teams. We've got the Sturt Glenelg Sea Devils that play box. I got a bit of exposure to the Sturt young lads and very impressed. But yeah, good to see some of the up and comers from Woodville as well. Shawnee, everyone's kind of heard of him now.
Yeah, so for me, there's, and even Brighton and Glenelg, there's a huge amount of quality coming out, as I said, with the under 18s state tournament win. Huge amount of young, talented kids coming up. Convenient time for a couple of old blokes to hang the boots up and get out of the way before these guys start running amok.
We've got Shawnee, you got it?
Yeah, Woodville definitely just
Outside
feels
shots.
like they're slowing things down a bit.
Loader high.
Jesse just wanted a lacrosse ball at his own house there, so he
Yep.
just put that one there.
The back net doesn't even hold it. That's gone to the lands. What's down there?
The tennis court.
The box court. Oh, that's a good segue.
Special comments.
So good news. I think we've got our hands on some lawn bowl turf, which is going to be hopefully moved to the bottom level of Sturt. And we're just talking with the Office of American Sport, but fingers crossed. We got transition here with Ryle. Draw someone. No, he wants the shot.
Oh, that's
Flag.
behind that shot.
That's okay.
I
Had
don't
the
think
flags. He had the
Tommy-
opportunity to throw that.
I don't think Tommy had that shot covered.
I think
Just
Luke's whistle was on the mic there.
Missed the cage.
So we get to see our first man up.
I do love
be
a
big
I
for
do
Sturt.
love a man up too.
What would you do, a 3-3?
So last
would.
week they had number 32 cutting through to the far side and working for a step down shot with
You win?
their motion here.
Cutting
Jacob.
through to the bottom.
Newman.
right
Moving
corner.
your favourite spot, Nige.
Yep.
So just getting there. Okay.
And
Oh, too early.
Probably want to keep that one. Yep. Well played there by Woodville to get that one across the line. Jesse probably wants to play a quick one here.
Luke sounds a bit weird in my ear, but is that hopefully everyone else is okay?
Luke is just always sounds a bit weird.
Yeah, good point.
Is there anything? There's no
Touche.
technical issue there. Luke obviously becoming a dad for the first time.
Yes,
For the first time, as far as we know, only recently. So
struggled with Nigel or Steve as his first name, didn't he? But he just went with something else.
I heard the second choice was Luke Jr.
But yeah, young Spencer, so he dodged COVID. Luke got it, day 3 out of hospital. So then Lukey had to have a quick 7 days by himself.
Yeah.
While Nicole had to.
Which always does help the husband
Yep.
after a long birth.
Nicole said the biggest issue was having John there for the 7 days.
Yes, John and Sharon coming over for obviously the meet and greet last weekend before, 2 weeks ago, I reckon.
All right, so what we got here? We've got a dodge from the top. No, just taking it easy. No matchups yet.
Jesse's not-
Jesse, that's off the pipe.
He's sent another one there.
Wee boy.
Not afraid to shoot at all, is
Yep.
Jesse. Wish I had that mentality.
Special comments from Sturt is that Jesse will be invoiced per ball, per shot. So Jesse, look forward to that invoice. It's like you've got pockets in that shorts.
I know Jesse's comment will be the fence isn't high enough.
That's a good point.
It's not his fault. Plenty of comments coming back from the corner here. Everyone knows how to play the game very well.
Not sure these supporters have seen Jesse on a good
No.
day.
No.
Oh, that just stayed
That's in the
down.
mud.
Good
Jesse.
interception. Yeah, he's in now. That'll be a goal.
A bit closer to his range.
Wow. Always fascinates me that Jesse, stinging 10 goals in box lacrosse, but then when you add a bigger cage, just somehow you miss by more.
Yeah, I need the biggest cage I can get, so I'll stick to field. That's a great finish
That
there by
is
Sean.
nice. So
Two
we're going
young-
on to the replay.
Two young guys there.
Great team lacrosse.
Joining up just to finish that one off.
So I've got a lefty
Yeah.
and a rollback, and
Yep.
then just,
Yeah.
draws the slide.
Kane Bennett to Sean Philippa.
Thank you. Got distracted.
Thanks, Braden. That was
Assist. So I want to say Woodville's have been assisted goals. Maybe only the first one. So 3-0. I guess they've had a quarter time. But you'd be looking for a timeout or a goal soon to stop this. It's turning into a bit of a run. So, oh dear.
yeah. So for me,
It's a
Jesse's
goal.
happy with that one. Doesn't mind a bit
Jesse's
of,
on the board.
a bit of a clean up there.
And there's a timeout that you'd be wanting to call. There we go. Oh,
the
look at the
replay
replay.
here. We're going to just watch the centre line as Marty was just getting himself set. Yeah, so just a
And Sammy just not happy with his defense
bit
because
of fumbly lacrosse leading into an easy one-on-one for Jesse.
3 ground balls, 3 misses.
Yes.
Fourth
Can't
one, so
really
you got it.
blame the conditions because it's
This looks
not
pretty
bad
flat.
out here. The turf is pretty flat. There's not a huge amount of mud happening, so
Yeah, so Sturt will be disappointed.
yeah. So I'll be looking for just someone to step up and just crack this donut at the moment. Just need to get one in the back of the net just to get the team a bit of confidence again, get the ball rolling.
They've looked good coming around the bottom corners when they've got in there, just not finishing, and they look like they've got a decent amount of time when they're coming around, putting people in pick and rolls on the bottom corners.
Yeah.
And a bit of credit to Tommy. He made a couple of
He's
Good
made
saves.
a
nice
couple
saves
of
as well, so,
doorsteps, yeah.
Yep.
yeah, can't take that away from
Yep.
him at all.
There seemed to be early sliding on Jacob Newman. Everything I've seen.
Definitely. He's definitely their main workhorse.
Yeah. So they must have identified that he is trying to draw the 1, draw the 2.
I reckon he probably had 10 plus shots. Last game he was pretty knackered by the end of it.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Just get Luke.
On to Luke. Here we go.
Not much you can do about it. Set us down. Get in the middle. Yeah, house. Bit towards me, yeah. Tiny bit towards me. Very good. Set. Good.
That's how we like it, Luke. No fuss. Just get him in, get him out.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So that's my special commentary. Ooh. Here we go.
Nice
Lewis
if
King.
we can just keep.
Oh,
just-
stay in? No, it's
Definitely.
just it's gone to the
Two hands for beginners, they
Yeah.
say.
Unless you're a under-17 national champion from 2002, then you're allowed to just one-handed ground ball.
It's okay because that yellow helmet doesn't stick out too much, so we'll forget about that one pretty quickly.
Pretty much wouldn't
Oh,
notice him.
so crossfield pass, perfect on the money rolls, just bobbled it, that's okay. They're not
Got
offside.
one back,
Well,
yep.
good. As the missed.
So who are we looking for to be the man down here for Sturt? Who's
I
gonna
like
be-
the Forbesies.
gonna be the guy who puts one in the net here.
Jacob's
Oh,
up.
It's
He
a
wants
decent
it.
matchup.
Yeah.
That's a good run at him. Just couldn't get the step he wanted.
Didn't really take him for a step.
Do you
there.
keep pushing on him though, because he's a shorty?
I've spoken to Lincoln, and his
Oh.
mentality is send him left. That's it.
Oh, really?
Says nobody has a left hand in Australia. direct quote.
And there's clearly no lefties out here, so
Absolutely.
Lincoln doesn't have one.
somewhat
So
right.
it's working all right.
Feet to the crease.
Great feed.
To the righty-lefty. So the issue with cuts with righty feeders to righties is they're unnatural. So they're cutting.
Just a bit jammed up. And
Yep. So then the opposite is if you're going to lefty feeders for righty cutters.
wonderful pre-check from Stefan.
So maybe the crease game
There we
isn't
go.
something
Got,
they should be
got the
looking at.
one-hander that time.
So I imagine they're just going to control it again.
Yeah, so... Oh, Sean,
No.
That's a
Shawnee.
Beautiful
there by
change of
Sean.
levels there from Sean.
It's a zinger of a shot.
Nobody
Yeah,
picked
just
him up.
Replay, hopefully here. Hayden's working some magic on the replay button.
Sean will be watching this
Very-
later.
Yeah,
Good recognition from Jesse.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a
just-
great finish too
Just
by
stung
Sean.
it. Just
I'm
under the
okay with
path.
that.
And he's okay
Oh.
with it himself too.
Yeah, none of that knee pumping stuff like under 18s, but good sellies, good sellies. What do you get out of a 5 out of 5?
I don't like it that much of a celebration.
You're not much of a celebrator, yeah.
I'm
you normally start pointing
I'm
at
okay
the
with the goal
defender.
being enough. But that's okay. The young boys these days, they're
You're more about communication as a
probably
defender.
these
about
boys are doing a
how
lot
he
more than I was
participated.
ever doing. So they'll do what they need to do. Hayden next to me likes a
Jeez.
little celebration every now and again.
As it spreads out to a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
Are we thinking it might be the Jesse Winnan effect?
Oh, the shots,
Willie
the shots
Cro-
into the atmosphere,
Push that.
lifted him.
Get through, get through, get through. Pass to the
So I
top.
reckon
Forbesy
it's-
off the pipe.
Hope you didn't park your
That's
car
another
down there,
$5.
Stephen.
I reckon they might need to make those fences higher.
It's a dented car out there.
So Jacob Newman just doing a
Doubles on.
bunch of
Should
work.
be
at the
moving
moment.
it.
Probably needs a little bit of help up and down the lines.
So I'm keen to see Matt and Mike, or the Forbeses get to work, I reckon.
Little brotherly intuition, I think, Stephen.
Yeah, they're workhorses. And we're looking for a bit of inspiration.
I certainly wouldn't mind them seeing running a few more pick and rolls, given that quite a lot of these players do play in that box team.
Agreed.
So I think a bit of credit there is to Woodville's defence. They're a fairly well-oiled unit.
Yeah, good point.
They do work together reasonably well. So
Yep.
the two-man game is a little bit more difficult against this Woodville defence, especially in this mud.
Yep.
Not mud, but it's slippery conditions.
Yeah, so slippery conditions, tough to land a good old split dodge, isn't it? So, but then if there's no inside game because we're struggling with feeders, your two-man pick and roll from the outside is probably a good scenario to go to next.
Nice 1-4-1, I reckon. Give yourself a bit of room. Always go to the 1-4-1.
X and those wings definitely looks to be the best quality grass that you could get a good run up on.
Webster Rhino working in, one-handed shot over the shoulder, nice but backed up, so it's good to see.
And Steve, speaking of good quality, if you want to go and see good quality, where are we going?
If we're talking good quality, we're talking the Suttons, we're talking the
Trad V-
traditional,
how do
Trad VC group.
How do we get in touch with them?
How do we get in touch with them? We call them up, we go to the website,
Yep.
.com.au.
Tradvc.com.au.
Tradvc.com.au.
Now, if you get in touch with them, obviously they'll certainly give you a bit of a discount, I hear.
Yep.
Just tell them, well, normally it's Tony and Chicks, but
Yes, we get extra special discount. We put our names out there.
And Chris, he's got market information. He's saying it's RBA likely, maybe 50 bips for the next increase. So, you should be reviewing your home loan situation, at least having that discussion, if you should fix it or variable. Now's a good time.
quick little turnover there as Tuxford looks
Tommy,
to
good
go
outlet.
long.
He's a good outlet.
Just missed. Ryle, is he
just
going to
a
run
bit
offside
more,
though? No, he's good to cross.
long as-
Okay, here we go.
So
Looking
this
at
is a
Waps in the bottom
Sturt's
corner. Little flick
best
to
option.
Rhino.
That's a
Held the
pretty
hit.
big hit there. Yeah.
Rolls down. It's a good
And
shot.
a flag.
Rhino well though.
That was a reasonably decent hit.
Hopefully he's just winded here.
And I want to say well done to him because he held the ball that little, just that amount of time to get that slide to happen, but he sacrificed himself. So,
Replay
replay.
here, just that. We'll see if we can catch this hit.
So it's his goal.
I'd probably call it late and high.
Oh, that was high.
There was definitely a lot of bar involved.
Yeah, Luke regrettably having to pull the flag out.
No, I reckon that was Gowdy.
Yeah.
Was.
No, if
Not
it was
shy
Luke,
to throwing the flag.
if it was
Gowdy.
Luke, he would have thrown it much higher.
Yeah, the cars would have blocked the screen out. But that's good play by Ryle, to be honest.
Yeah, so I think that's what we needed. What Sturt needed is someone just to step up and put their body on the line, and got under Rhino to put it away for him.
Yes.
You can't ask for much better service as an attackman, having the defender run hard, draw the slide, and give you a good pass.
Well, yeah, that's your responsibility, right, as an attacker. You
And
know, a lot of middies doing a lot of hard hard work up and down the lines, defensive save, transition. You know, it's a tough scenario, but yeah, attackers have got to execute.
And I like that he took it and took a few extra steps to increase his angle. He didn't just blast away.
So we got a spare wing over here. So if
Yeah, man up for Sturt. So
Rhino can get the ball,
Open
we're going to
wing
man
here.
up. So be looking for a quick clamp, get it out.
Potential to go straight back down and score again.
Come on, Rhino.
no break for Rhino there after that goal. Straight into the
Rhino's-
centre.
Rhino's got no. Let's come out to Sturt. That's good. That's a push in the back, but play on.
So man
Advantage.
up opportunity here for Sturt.
All right, so settle. So their man up looked pretty good last
was that
time.
a-
No, they fed early. They fed
Is
too
that
early.
a 1 minute?
That would definitely be.
1
So,
minute.
yeah, look for
cross
Jacob
check?
Newman on the shot here.
Would it have been late? No, the goal.
They'll kick it around. Jacob will cut
Yeah.
through.
Oh, no, yeah, 1-3-2.
They've changed it.
Mike will come up. Jacob will get through. They'll
Oh, yep.
skip it and hope for the
Don't feed
shot.
that cutter again.
Good quick stick.
Very good quick stick there.
To the
for
bottom corner.
Waps. Clear the crease.
Good, that's a shot.
Jacob Newman. Oh,
That's a goal.
Good.
Oh, and he's done his hands.
That's a
Let's
great
go.
hold there.
So a bit of a scrappy man up, but the results are there. Got the replay here. Probably Woodville wants to
Lucky pop there.
clear that crease a little bit harder than they did there, but
That's off stick, so that's a great shot.
Good hustle for the ground ball there from Sturt. Made a contest out of it. Didn't let him have anything easy.
so back in the centre here.
Woodville's got a deep wing.
I believe we had some sound issues, lack of sound. Some people saying not quite loud enough.
Good ground ball.
Our soft coastal tones weren't
Good
lifting
ground
through
ball,
enough.
but not a great
I
pass.
was trying not to yell. What we got?
Oh,
Oh, that's gone. Is
It's
it going out of
up-
bounds too?
up
Can't see that far.
and up
That's
and
gone out
out.
of bounds now.
Long field over there.
Hindsight, don't try to pick that one up. Stefan wants
Stefan loves to push these within 5 yards penalties. He gets up and gets going quickly.
There can't be long left till half time.
I wouldn't say so. Would hope that Woodville will be holding for the last shot if they've got that in mind.
Very, very quick quarters these days.
15 minutes just goes by in a
15
breeze.
does, and a running clock, I believe.
Guess that helps the 35 to 40-year-olds out there still having a crack. They're like walking the park for them.
Just racking up the games.
Oh, that's a good back roll to the left hand. Shot over the shoulder. It's nice. Good back up.
I haven't got to watch too many Woodville games this year, but I really like Sean at X. He keeps his head up and keeps moving and always looking for the cutters.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's one of those players you could probably like him just about anywhere on the field. He does a really good job. Really good job everywhere. So
And while Ryle was off too, so good opportunity to have a dip on a different long pole.
it looks like Ryle's just running back on. Is that a timeout we've got there?
Oh, chippies.
Just as we're getting dinner delivered. Steve chewing in the microphone. Apologies for that. Yeah, so that I believe I was a timeout. So a little bit of a chat.
Woodville
Sam
just
Guilford.
trying to figure out where they want this shot to come from.
Probably
Yeah.
someone's stick.
And the quarter on a high note.
So our running clock is 19 minutes, so we must be in the last kind of minute or less.
So there's a 30-second play potentially coming up here.
Yep. And yeah, use your time out then because you
can't
lose it
roll
at
over.
half time.
Yep.
All right, what's your prediction? Jesse 1-on-1. Sean doing the under 18 goal they got with the slip pick. It's going to pump the
That
crease.
was-
Oh, there was
Oh, yeah,
only
no,
1 second.
Fair enough.
There you go. And you
So-
weren't even watching it, guys.
That is, yeah,
Marty wasn't interested in filming that one.
that is the definition of just using your timeout up.
So let me know how the my description of the play went.
So on the instant replay, Steve, can you just run through us that one?
So Jesse picked it up from the outside and fed it into the crease because it was only 2 seconds.
We fed it to someone's
Ankles.
shoelace.
Oh, yeah,
too,
no.
So unless it was Jesse winning catching it, there was no one with their stick down there.
Yep. And then I went into, what, Dingley Dell? Is that what it used to be called?
Dingley Dell, yes.
Yeah, we lost another one. So that's
was.
3 balls Jesse's lost
Yeah,
for
he
the
has
night.
sent some few down the hill there.
$15 for Jesse. Hello, everyone. I got chips. Oh, it's Lockie. Oh.
So, Steve, should we hear a lovely word from our lovely sponsors?
We should.
Definitely a good idea.
My name is Chris McGurr and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new Lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship, and if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today.
And we're back here for the end of the half-time break. Boys, 5-2. Good game so far. Sturt had a little bit of a comeback late in that game. So what did we think about the first half?
Yeah, good to see Sturt get on the board. Their main players getting involved. Bit of Jacob Newman, individual brilliance off a scrambled man up. Always good to see him hit the scoreboard. He does most weeks.
Yep.
Had a
reward for being an absolute workhorse.
Had a few unlucky ones with Jesse hitting a crossbar and what was it, Rhino down the other end hitting a crossbar as well.
Yep. Definitely a game on scenario, 2-5. Good to see though, because I think halfway through the second we were saying that it could be all over. So it's good to see that this could still have a bit of life left in the game.
Yes, I think Woodville probably disappointed going into the half there. Sturt obviously pretty confident getting those couple of goals late. Woodville probably should have put it out of contention a little bit more, I would have thought, earlier.
Yeah, Sturt definitely be having their tails up now, getting gassed up by Tony at half-time, telling them that this is still winnable, which of course it is, especially with that momentum that they gained.
I've just jumped on the Facebook.
Oh, the Facebook.
Tony normally does that.
Who we got online, Steve?
Linton. I don't know how long ago this was. Lippy's on. Thanks, score. Don't know what that means. Oh, Glenn.
Yeah, here we go.
It makes absolute no sense why SA are playing 15-minute quarters. Oh, nothing to do with us. Just chirping. Schick is
Craig
on.
Schicker is there.
Schick's giving him a lesson.
Schick is working up.
Good to have Schick supporting.
Just realised I had the volume on.
Craig,
Mouse
yeah,
is
always
on.
not
G'day,
shy to
Mouse.
just respond to some comment there. Just all saying everyone's playing 15 minutes.
Oh, nice
Not
flick
Victoria.
out behind.
Yeah, everyone
but,
but Victoria. That's right.
Potter couldn't
Could
control that
be
one.
more like Victoria, the Victorians say.
Sturt possession.
Rubber is quite influential though, so if you could just pop over here and change it, happy for you too.
Get on your private jet.
Okay, we're back. Third quarter. Sorry, guys.
We are, and I feel like the volume issue might have been sorted out because
We can hear
I can
ourselves.
certainly hear myself a lot better.
Yeah, I can hear you. For
I
the
can hear
first time.
myself tapping my tongue.
I like Woodville's defensive matchup of Lewis King on Jacob Newman, but he's picked him off, so he's got a potentially a more favourable matchup now with a different pole than the one they actually specifically sent to him.
Yep. All right, Forbes. Oh, interception, no
Oh.
knockdown. That's fine.
So
Lucky Greenhouse. He's just said the food at Sturt.
it
It's
does.
on.
Absolutely
looks-
tip-top by the
looks
look of
delicious.
it.
Newman into the middle. And big
Oh.
shot. Ooh.
The
Let
burgers
that
are
cannon
better.
fly.
Easy.
He doesn't mind the sidearm high to high, does he?
He's just good to watch. His young Jacob.
Got a very smooth release.
Enjoy watching him play the sport.
Well, there's a match up there, I think, on the wing. Or Louis King.
Yeah,
maybe.
so Steve, your couple of comments there about the Forbes brothers early. They've been a little bit quiet, haven't they?
Mm.
Probably want to be getting a little bit more out of them. Not that they're the younger guys out there, but probably up there with the more experienced.
Yeah. They just generally cause something to happen. A bit of imbalance.
So I think seeing
Oh, here
here,
we go.
seeing
That's,
here,
that's a good shot.
pretty solid defence from Woodville.
Caught Lincoln Potter on the closeout there, just stepped straight around him.
They're actually a big defence line as well, aren't they? No Dom this year.
Very tall.
Dom is there, I reckon,
Oh,
Yeah, number
five.
16.
in the centre,
Wait, what?
in the
Number
guts.
Oh,
16.
there he is.
Just a lot thinner Dom. I know he's spent a bit of time getting
Oh,
fit.
getting a bit chippy in the middle
Oh.
there. Luke's throwing that flag
Luke
nice
has
and high.
Found his flag.
Philippa Senior.
Oh, it's not a great shot there by Forbes.
I reckon that's come off a stick there.
Let's hear Luke what he's got to say about that one. Interference, he said.
There was something going on in the crease there that Luke spied that we didn't catch.
The flag throw was very aggressive for an interference call.
And the temperature's definitely dropped. You can see a lot of huff and puff out there now.
That's because you've only got a beer again, Steve.
Feed out to the
But
wing,
yes, there
Jacob
is
Newman.
some fog just making its way over the hill.
Rhino. Good fake. Nice,
Cheeky.
Jared. That's on the
Bar.
pipe, and it's a late hit. Got back up. So we're in a man up here, by the way.
So we got, where is
yes.
our stats, man? Have we got some conversion rates for man-ups in this game so far?
Bottom corner.
Ooh.
Braden, you seem to be doing everything else, so are you keeping that
Tommy
stat?
gonna do. There's
I,
big, high Paul, Sean on the clear.
Sure, a little bit casual there.
Oh, that's a good matchup, these two.
I'm not sure if
Good to
Jacob
see.
Newman's conversion before counts on the
That's a rusty gate. I'll be throwing him.
man-up conversion, given that it didn't come from settled play, but it's been going pretty well. Whichever team gets more man-ups generally scores more goals.
Yes.
Jared Pangrazio, the split,
Ooh.
the high shot. That was
Just a snick off
Just,
the.
just a tinkle by Tommy there.
Snick
Tommy
and a
Tinkles.
tinkle.
Forbesy just warming up his arms for a shot by the looks. He's got a match up here. I'd be looking to have a crack on that if I was him.
Probably a hard right-to-right speed dodge here.
Yep.
No. Just going to kick it around.
He's got long. He's got Lewis.
So
on him.
2 in the crease. What have we got? A 2-2-2-2?
I reckon that's a flag.
Yes.
Yep. That'll do
Waps,
it.
he's worked that one. Oh, this is what we want.
If you didn't hear that thoughts from Braden,
Oh,
you
he's
would have
a
heard it from the
lefty
crowd.
Rhino.
Just fed it right in there.
So good to see. Yeah, I'd be having Rhino on the field as much as possible.
Just makes things happen.
Yeah, and the one lefty.
Yes, I'm sure that if he could, he'd be able to stay on the field as much as possible. But
Yeah, and he's one of the 2 shots. Goals.
We got to hear a bit of game planning from Tony last week, and he wanted him to come around that bottom corner real hard and real close. So they're certainly doing a lot more of that this game, which is good, and drawing the flag to potentially
That was
score a goal on man up here.
sneaky shot by Waps there.
Thought he might catch the keeper napping.
I think so.
almost a Todd Bartlett-esque
I'll
shot.
be
that one.
looking backside to Forbesy, but no, it's all right. Shot at the top. So they're settle down here. Try to draw a slide. Shots are a bit deep.
So Sturt holding possession the whole quarter so far, I feel.
Yeah,
Pretty well,
I feel
yeah.
like my left side of my neck's a little bit sore than my right. So
stunners.
Now, boys, who's
Newman
your
cutting through
sneakies for
to the top
a
centre?
lovely shot.
Oh,
just a
he was so
mishandle there?
excited to shoot it that he forgot to catch it.
Bridge for Leopard just winding back the clock here. I think he's a little bit confused about where he
Oh,
is.
good checks. One hand.
Oh,
So that's going to be the loose
not
arm.
that much there. Oh,
There's a trip.
not
Oh,
much.
whatever.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're gone for the little pokey thing. Oh, Sean not happy either.
Replay,
Sean,
replay.
I
Don't
reckon
touch him. Don't
Sean-
touch Luke.
Sean
Oh.
might get one here too.
Luke got touched.
That's Gowdy, isn't
That's
it?
Gowdy.
Yeah, it's
Bloody
Gowdy.
hell, I can't.
Gowdy is really taking control of this one. Referees are coming together to make sure they get the right decision.
Shane Abbott's online. Good to see you, mate. We're just wondering where you were.
Shane have a few criticisms of what's going on currently.
Good life.
What's that one?
There's another flag, 3 flags on the ground now.
What's Luke got to say?
2-9/1.
The first one.
1 minute slash. The ball
Can't wait
goes.
to tell Luke that I thought Gowdy was Luke.
Yeah, so just one foul,
Go
29
Woodville.
for a slash, all right? That's it.
How
This way.
confusing can the sport be when they throw 4 flags and only put 1 in the box?
There's 2 in the
There's
box,
2 in the
1
box.
each. But you'd imagine Sturt must have more
No,
minutes since
was-
Woodville.
No, it was
got
only one
possession.
because there was already one in the box, so it's only one flag. They got together and made the right call. Deemed that it wasn't intentional or deliberate,
Good job, Luke.
and so they
Luke always makes
got
the
it right.
decision.
And thank you for Luke for being mic'd up tonight. As the extra man gets released, so a 6-on-5
Is this
man
our
up
first
opportunity.
look at the Woodville man up?
I think it might be actually.
Yeah, so we're going to go 3-3.
Potter cutting down and through
A little bit of triangle happening there on that right side.
So they've gone.
onto
Little
the
triangle
left.
happening here by the looks, yeah.
Stepping back to
3-3
the top
triangle.
centre.
They played that last year.
Sturt playing this well at the moment.
Yeah.
Not really even looking threatening.
Not looking
Issue
particularly
with
dangerous.
rotation man-ups is sometimes you stop looking at the cage. 'Cause you
Oh,
just
yeah, good
move the
poke
ball
there
around the
by
outside.
Matty Falloon. He won't mind that one. So wasted opportunity there by Woodville.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Almost.
just not looking threatening at all on a man-up situation.
Almost would have been better with just a Jesse bombing away.
Yes. At least they would have got the ball back.
Great hands. Tuck it over the top. Very nice transition.
So Sturt just seem to be settling after half-time a lot more than Woodville at the moment. As we said, leading into the start of that third quarter, Sturt would have their tails up a little bit.
Sturt definitely starving Woodville of possession at this point.
Yes. So Sam Kilford, been quiet today. I've not heard much from him at all.
No, he has quietened down. Oh,
It's
dear.
a bit of a fumble.
Unforced skill errors.
Coach killers there.
Always hurts. Aaron Mackner. AMAC Logistics. Shout out, please. I'll do it. Does an
We
amazing
haven't got
job.
that
Kane Bennett,
footage.
very, very, very free in the centre.
Helps LSA with all the importing that we do for the Cascade helmets and all the Maverick gear. So very thankful. Does a lot of work and helps us out, and is a sponsor as well now.
Gold sponsor.
Gold sponsor.
Sean Fleffer up the top here.
Sturt
from his
alum. So thank you, mate.
Normal spotted X.
And your hoodie is on the way, Aaron. Soon.
We've just got to work out transport.
He lives in a boat off WA. How good.
So it's a dangerous game,
Yup.
chasing Jesse's stick and not sliding with body. Got past 4 defenders there, I reckon.
When does a boat become a yacht, Steve?
When it's really big.
Girth?
Depends how much money you got.
Tommy Lee had some girth.
Keep
Sean,
it clean. We're not after 9 yet,
Working the
Nige.
one-on-one. Roll back on him, though. Good inside roll. Sammy! Hot stuff with the save. Never get a good outlet here. Forbesy. This could be a transition.
Oh.
Kicked it, though. Lucky. Picking up on the far wing.
Getting the rub of the green
Good
here.
numbers by Woodville, though, so we're just going to slow it down, I would think.
Now, Steve, we do have a very unique opportunity. We've actually got a couple of spots for a finals package with LSA TV. So if you're you or your business is looking to get involved and do some wonderful things like what Traditional and 180 Finance have done, we'd love you to get on board. Give us a call either at the office or
good knockdown by Potter.
or promotions at lacrossesa.com.au, and we will be able to get in touch with you and be able to put together a package that'll work for you. A broken stick.
He's gonna have to run off.
And
Oh
thrown it
no!
out of bounds. But no, yeah, if you're looking to get on board the big dogs like Chris from 180 Finance and the Suttons, traditional VC group, I say, yeah, give Marty a call for sure.
Now, just quickly, how can we get in touch with our lovely sponsors, Steve?
Well, Chris, you either see him on the sidelines at a lacrosse game, or you go to 180finance.com.au, or Sudsy, he's always quite vocal on a sideline too, but that would be tradvc.com.au.
Yeah, so Chris is actually just sitting to the left of our box. So if you're actually here listening to the game and you want to get in touch with him or just say hello and organise an appointment, just come down and just to the left of our commentary box here, you'll be able to get in touch with him and sort out a meeting time. So.
And when you're talking health checks, just be talking the right sort of health checks with Chris. I'd be going with finance.
Yeah.
Buy him a beer, you might get some free advice.
Ryle, great pick up on the far wing.
So Ryle obviously recovered pretty well
Time
from
out.
that hit earlier.
Yep.
Time out there by Sturt.
Tactical
Fist
timeout
pump.
there.
Tony
Probably
Watt's happy.
A good time out for the game's sake because it's been a little bit scrappy, a bit up and down here. Not much happening. Things have slowed a little bit, need a little bit of excitement.
And particularly with the 15-minute quarters. See what you're talking, you're 2/3 into the quarter and nothing's happened.
So 2/3, 1/3 rule. You've got 1/3 left.
Yep, does happen. Makes a hole.
It does.
Yeah, Steve, have we got anybody online,
Online?
tuning in? And
Let's have a look.
maybe we should play the
Shix
game.
is on.
Who's the furthest away other than Shix?
Sonny Darwin, Shane Abbott, we knew that. We were talking about you before while you weren't listening. Shickers, that's got to be the winner. How are the boys going, Shix? Feel free to give us a paragraph or two.
Craig, what would you make the offence do at the moment? Obviously being a little bit unsettled.
Score more goals, I reckon.
Yep.
Yeah, well, yes.
Who is running your coach box in your absence?
It's definitely not Shane because he's
not here either.
he's not here. Just going to point that out again.
It's not Pete or Jimmy, is it? Is it Jimmy? No.
Yeah, we shouldn't really be asking Craig for offensive advice if Jimmy Inger's sitting on the sidelines there.
That's a good point.
So Sturt
Okay,
coming
well,
back
yeah.
in after that timeout. We are even play still, I believe.
Be interesting to see what they come up with here. If they're going to continue to just alley dodge down that right side and come the bottom right corner,
Yep.
if they switch it up a little bit.
Tony might have gone deeper into the playbook for this one.
Good movement. And Follett. Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, yes.
Oh, thanks, Chris. He's got better eyes than us. Rhino on the drive, one-on-one, kicks it back to Newman, working the right side, and Lewis King. Looks like he can handle that. Forbes up the top. Kicking across the back side, good to see. Haven't really turned the goalie yet. Bit of contact in the middle. Rhino always up for that.
Lincoln
You
Potter
hear
and
Luke talking to the
Rhino
boys
getting a
there.
bit.
Oh,
Oh.
Rhino!
Oh,
That is...
Yeah.
the old tap
Yeah.
on the head.
Yeah.
That was just good lacrosse, sorry. I'm clapping.
Replay
That was
here.
just,
We'll watch this one.
so Jarrah Pangrazzi, right to left.
So Rhino just
Lincoln
doing some
takes
really
his
nice
eyes
work.
off him.
Movement in the
The old
crease
tap
there.
on the head.
Oh, Lincoln.
Lincoln a little bit focused on
Yeah.
just trying to push Rhino around and not really focused on stopping him from scoring a goal. Ended up giving him one. Quite the intimidating figure walking into the centre here, number 15, isn't he?
And Susan, to answer your question, Shane's there now.
Oh, Polly, just special comments there.
We just have like an umpire's timeout or something. Oh, you got another timeout. You gonna keep using them? You got subs. Far out, man. So that's even further.
Rhino must have missed a few pre-seasons
Hands
this
down.
year. He's just not
Umpire's
really
timeouts after a goal.
running the game out at the moment.
Get across a bit, Ryan. Get
Fit
across
us-
a little bit.
Fit as he would
Hands a little
be,
bit further.
have
You're
been
good.
in years.
Harrison, you're
Yes.
good where you are.
And still enjoying it too because he
Set.
has a smile on his face
Keep going.
most of the time. I
That's
say.
fine. Keep going. Possession!
So fortunately we hadn't had stats on Ryan, but there's a bit of research on Wax and Rhino trying to work out the amount of state league games. But it was only coming up at like 150, 200, and you know that's not right. They'd be looking at the 400s. They've been playing state league.
Longer than I. We've come and gone.
We've come and gone. They're still there.
But it is good. Obviously, they've been holding this club up for a long time. It's good to see them having some young kids running around underneath them now. And when they finally do decide to take a backward step, the club will be in a good spot.
Dodge
Tony.
from the top. That's a good split to the left by Ty. Early slide though. Woodville do like the early slide. So if you don't push through it, your dodge is done. Jacob Newman, a couple of slips. Did he go to the crease? Apparently not. Oh, just
So we, is that 5-4 now, Hayden? Can you update your, or is it 5-3? 5-3?
We've got Ricky online now, over in Ireland as well, representing Australia as an official. G'day, Rick.
Ricky.
Scoring's certainly slowed down with just the one goal so far this quarter. Lots of long extended possessions.
Yep. So we'll be approaching what? We're talking the last minute or two of the quarter.
I reckon Woodville will be happy to just run this one out here.
10 seconds.
So Woodville in the last quarter will have the downhill run. Is that Luke?
Like
And-
down.
Luke's
Oh,
seen
offside.
something.
He's seen an
Offside.
Luke is,
Number 10 for blue. Number 10 for blue. You're offside. That's 30 seconds. Green ball.
Luke is obviously a qualified teacher, so his maths has to be on par. I'll back him out on that one.
At least at a 6th grade level, I'd say.
And Marty, maybe you can let us know, is that his role to watch the offside in that position?
Yeah, so the single side referee, so the one opposite box side, in that transition would generally position himself on the halfway line to watch people coming over to try and catch that. And you always count forward, although you can cheat a little bit. And that one's going to be a big one because it means that Woodville are going to start with it next quarter.
They are, they will.
Probably
Yes,
be
I know
even
those
up
rules,
for
Marty.
15 seconds-ish.
Here come the halftime three-quarter heroes.
And
Lucky Greenhouse coming on.
Steve, speaking of heroes, why don't we hear a word from our sponsors?
Let's do that.
Great idea.
My name is Chris McGurr and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new Lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship, and if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today.
Welcome back. Quick break there. We've got a bit of news about the under-15 state tournament. So we've got I believe this is the boys' team. So we've got the Phantoms and the Stingrays.
Former coach, Knife?
I did sneak myself into the coaching ranks of the Stingrays a few years ago, which was a lot of fun. A lot of kids that just won the under-18s tournament played in my my team there with Stefan Gurin and travelling American that year, Charlie. That was not Charlie. That was Brian. John Brown. So we've got all the names up there. We probably don't have enough time to run through it all.
Girls
are up now. Congratulations, girls. It's amazing. A couple of years since anyone's been able to have his own team or travel team.
Yeah,
so
2019 was the last one. Nigel's was coach of the last team.
There you go.
So excited to be able to go away.
Didn't get the call up for this team, so I don't know what happened there.
You made the final, didn't you?
I did. Short memories, I suppose.
Lincoln Potter starting
Let's
with the
talk
ball
to the
here.
Lacrosse SA men's director.
So if they can score here, that's going to make it 6-3.
Definitely make it a literal uphill battle for Sturt if Woodville can score here.
They assure me it's flat, but I don't believe them.
Definitely not flat.
Oh, and the penalty's already done. Oh, dear, and another flag down.
Flat and level are different things, Marty. So, yes, the ground is flat, but it's not level.
They will be getting another whole minute here by the look of it.
Unfortunate.
Run their whole man up.
They just finished the man up.
Maybe
and
that's
Jesse's angle wasn't going to score anyway.
Maybe that's why Jesse's been missing over the top, because the ground slopes down that way. If it was level, he'd be putting them just under the bar.
So Jesse hasn't played a state league game this year.
I don't think
Correct me?
I don't know what that's got to do with it, Nige.
No, I'm just asking. Because there was a bloke sitting next to me today who decided to play a state league game for the first time too.
What an idiot. Couldn't change it though.
That was my little segue. Segue into John Farnham.
No, I had a good run around a Div 1 today with the young dogs.
Now, Steve, a couple of scores from games today. Bit of
What do you got?
an interesting one where Burnside was deemed unfit due to the Miller mud pit not being good enough.
I've had that. That called on me a few
not them as
times.
players.
And we went down to the Brighton mud pit and they got up 8-6.
Burnside got the win.
No, Brighton got the win.
So that's not okay.
You've misled us there.
That's not really news then, is it?
Yeah, well, it was a pretty close game throughout.
Change of venue, that's
well contested.
That's magic news. So that was in State League
Yep.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And
Interesting.
So
any word on
transition
the
here, maybe
other
it's just-
game? Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, so just a bit. Oh, good pick up there by Tommy Tuxford.
that's great.
Oh, that's dangerous.
flag.
stuff,
He must have copped a fair whack there. I heard it, but I
Oh,
couldn't
look,
see.
we just hear the
Jared!
Oh, yeah, Tommy
Yeah,
gets
of course. Trying to hurt you.
so. Jared at almost full pace as he makes his way off to the sideline.
Luke turns into the most relaxed person in this white and black uniform.
Very level-headed.
Very.
Blue 42/1 minute.
Very official too. Very official.
Don't think Jared
some
was
more
very
men up,
happy about that one.
I did speak to Tom Anson and Jack about the transfer of game from Burnside to Brighton.
No, thank you for it, Steve.
No, they suggested maybe just not playing it at all.
Yes, because Brighton obviously a couple of members down, with Arlam and Dougie and Pike
Here we go,
Young
transition. Good pick up here.
over in Ireland.
Yep, and they got a couple of box guys away, so they
Yes, they do. Yes. So is that Jackson Stock? I believe.
I don't think Stocky went over.
Didn't. Sorry, Stocky.
O'Brien. So a big scrum in the middle here. Let's see who comes out with it. I've got Sean Flepper.
Oh, it's a big hit.
Brian, a big hit, but Sean handles it well. Just gets
Sean's
straight
just
back
got
up.
Straight
You
back
got a
up.
replay on that one?
That one hurt me, so no replay. Sorry, Marty.
Well, that was a bit of exciting across there. All right, so Sturt are getting to that time of the game where they need to start just causing a little bit of chaos, but we don't want any goals.
So if you weren't already impressed by Sean, that probably should impress you a little bit too, because
He's got a
yes, Ryan's in some
Yeah, he's got a
very good shape. Ryan is still a big boy, and Sean bounced up pretty quickly from that one.
Can't imagine there's too many people that have watched Sean that aren't impressed by him.
Nope.
So Sean looks like he's got a bit of a corky, or he's still
Little bit
running
winded.
that off.
Is he putting his name up for the one only finance player of the game?
Yes, he would be.
I think all of them are.
Yeah.
They all want it, but whether they'll get it.
Yeah,
Certainly got to mention in the three-quarter time discussion.
he might need a proper health check though, with a doctor. But I'm sure Chris, if you speak to him, he can refer you to one, because shot.
Ooh.
Well, no backup.
obstructed, no backup.
Oh, that's
Nice, Sammy.
Stefan not really happy with that shot selection.
No, Jesse with the hand on hips too.
All right.
Because do as I say, not as I do.
Important clear here. Tie is open, but young. So Sam would question throwing that one.
Don't want to turn it over in the middle of the field.
No.
which
Jared
is where
Prankrazio just lost there. He's across the halfway line.
They're repeatedly cutting
And
to.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good
yeah,
pickup.
great
That's
pickup.
a great
By-
pickup.
by-
And
Quick, giving
Jesse.
it to Jesse.
Oh.
Jesse's good on the
just
one-handed
holding it
pickup.
in. That's a good back check. Jesse's gonna good rusties. Jeez, haven't seen them in a while.
I've seen you throw a few of those.
Yeah, I throw them, but no one else doesn't. I broke a
Oh, that's a-
Jesse.
He's a master with no angle.
Law of averages, I guess.
Yes.
Full
Yes.
face of the goal, no
Replay,
good.
replay coming on here.
He still got it. The beards look good. Beard looks good. Ryle,
So yeah, yep.
maybe not the check. Go for the
Nah,
body
body
instead.
there. I would have thought. Jesse obviously waiting for you to throw that check.
Yeah, true. It
Very
rarely
smart,
comes out
smart
of that
player.
stuff.
He wants you to throw a check at him.
Yep.
And
And then
for
put
all
shoulder,
the
shoulder into it.
all the young defenders out there, it's the check is your last resort. Body always first. Taking advice from me is not always a good option either.
Nice one, says Tim. Greg Larwood is watching. The legend. Ex-Australian goalie. Eagles legend. Played a B-grade game against him when I was 14.
How long ago was that, Steve?
So 6-3, they've scored 3 goals in
Oh, well, goalie.
3 and a bit quarters. Do you reckon they got 3 in them in the last half of the last quarter?
Well, the problem is that Woodville has scored more goals than them, so it doesn't matter whether they got 3 because Woodville probably score as well. Yeah, it's sort of same as the first quarter. Woodville just sort of snuck those goals up on me anyway. Probably on Sturt as well. They thought they would have had control of the game for a little bit there, and Woodville have just been able to manage to put some in the back of the net.
It's the age-old question. You can't give a team a 5-goal lead and expect to win too many games.
No, but it is fun when you do it, so why not? Why not give it a go?
Love a good comeback story.
Probably just slightly bigger split dodges than that.
Good defensive pressure from Lincoln Potter forcing the turnover.
That's all right. That's just, young kid with...
Yeah, young bit of experience there, but the only way you gain experience is by jumping in, so...
Just absorb the check, keep moving forward, get your feet settled. All right, so ball is with Tommy. Moon setting behind him. Doesn't set.
Oh. Does the moon set?
Rises, doesn't it?
No, it just
this
stays
is
there.
the
It just
night.
disappears during the day.
If it rises, does it mean it had to have set first?
Isn't there? Oh,
So Woodville obviously in control of the game here. They're happy to slow it right down and really make sure it's
Nice
clear.
little lob, didn't want to overthrow that one.
So I think Tommy's been pretty good in the cage there.
Definitely.
I think he's made a couple of early saves.
180 finance player of the game potential.
Yeah, he's up there with a couple of options for me.
I'm always amazed when the goalies make those saves on the doorstep off of cuts where they're turning and they still somehow manage to turn around quick enough and make the save.
Sammy's good with that with his foot. Bottom left corner, he's always just stuck his toe out. Or his
Sam,
butt end.
he does have a big left foot, Sam.
Small
So
sock-
Sam obviously
small socks, though.
just getting back from a trip overseas to watch Addy in the
Looks
cage.
like, Sturt would
So
like this ball back.
Plenty of speed on this. Good save. Good bouncer.
Good piece by Sammy. Thwarting that attempt.
Oh, here you go, Jesse.
Not sure that Woodville actually wanted to go to the cage, but the Sturt pressure forcing
Knockdown,
him into
that's
it.
amazing. That's
Good
play.
defence.
Oh,
Stefan with his one-hand ground balls that he loves. Last time went into the park.
Oh,
I know
Oh,
they have thrown the flag.
Stefan drawing a nice foul there. Jesse would
that did happen.
definitely like to continue to go to the goal and pop it in nice and high. I'm going to call this one the Jesse Winnan effect as far as Woodville tonight.
And the Stefan flag throw.
we've got a replay coming up here.
So just probably too many checks.
Stick check here.
Stick check.
It's not legal.
We've gone to this level.
So we might just listen in to Luke if we can.
Did we
with
see
the
the
stick.
card?
You're going to take it up then?
Actually had a stick check in my Div 2 game today.
The day for it.
Was it close?
North Adelaide called it, and it was close, and it was an illegal stick.
Whose?
Gavin Kilpatrick. Ball didn't come out any which way you threw it. Pretty
Got stuck in the butt end.
well.
Did he
The
then
one time he hasn't done it.
get expelled?
3-minute penalty.
So this is good. Luke, we Luke,
Yeah, yeah.
we
Yeah,
like
we
to
go
talk
down
himself
inside,
through
Please,
this
thanks.
So
whole
I
process.
don't think Jesse has a deep pocket.
We want to start first.
So it's
Why don't we
gonna
do the
be ball-
measurements?
Ball rolls out, I reckon.
Right in there.
We'll have to
Yeah,
check the
that's
size
fine.
of Jesse's thumb.
Might be a little bit
Across the middle.
pinched.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah,
Back
that's
in
all
my
right,
day,
right.
we used to have a goalie ball stopper.
Yeah, easy. Yeah. Ball.
Can't see it.
What do you think?
Can't see
I think he's got too much tape on the stick.
Touch too deep. Cool. Just check the whole
I know
thing.
that they've got a few
Just make sure you
finicky
check the whole
rules,
thing,
like
that's all right.
it. Doesn't look right.
too long strings and stuff.
Just check the whole
Yeah,
thing
play the
first. Make sure
conditions.
it
Oh,
comes
it
out.
comes
Cool.
out.
So just remember, Green have got a foul for 30. What was your call for the penalty as well that they had? Because they had a foul too. Was it a slash?
Something happening here. Luke's
What
got
was it going to be?
Slashes on here.
Yeah, okay, so now Woodville have got one as
pointing
well,
going
so it's
on.
going to be simultaneous foul. So has he got a minute?
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to be then no goal, but Green will keep the ball because Blue had the more penalty
I
time.
hope everyone can
So
hear
no
this. This is
goal,
amazing.
but Jesse's got to sit in the penalty box.
Yep.
So he's going to go in the penalty box as well. You just tell them. Who's going to do it? Yeah. All right, here you go.
Give that man a
That's
job.
what
Wow.
There you go. It's not going out.
Give that man a job.
And the flag.
Oh,
And the flag. Would appear that it is not legal.
He wanted to give it back to him.
It's a bit deep, mate. All right, so you got to go sit in the penalty box. You want me to do that, Polly, or you want to do it? Okay.
if you couldn't tell, Luke
Yeah, I'll
is
take that
not
then.
only a very
I'll
good
take it.
referee, but also a police officer.
All right, so first call is no goal. That goal for number 2 is going to be no goal. We've got simultaneous fouls now. 64 for Blue had 1 minute for a slash. Now Green, illegal procedure number 2 for 30 seconds. Okay, so what's going to happen is he's going to sit 1 minute, he's going to sit 30 seconds, And because green have less penalty time, we've got green ball. Okay?
Ooh. Okay, so it's 30 seconds for a deep pocket there for Jesse.
It is a technical foul.
Sure, it's because of
Yeah.
just the power cradle he had in that last set.
Foul.
Nothing to
Just
do
listen.
with the pocket
30
being too
seconds,
deep.
1
to start
minute.
with.
Green have less penalty time. Green ball, no goal. Okay?
So and we do thank Luke for talking us through that and being mic'd up. So yeah, so it keeps Sturt alive. And yes, any deep pocket, whether it be due to moisture or anything like that, is a 30 second. If you've got trick construction or it's too pinched or doesn't come out, that is an illegal stick. So it's actually a 3 minute and the stick gets thrown out. But Jesse does have the ability to adjust that stick now.
All deep pockets are due to moisture, Marty, so that's fine. Has that always been the case, only a 30 second?
Yep. So
Never been called for a illegal stick myself, so I don't know.
Oh, one, mate. I recall a Sturt one.
I reckon it might have been right here at this ground, actually. I reckon it was a minor season game too.
And you were so angry that you came straight back on and shot the next goal, and then requested them to
Same stick, gave it a good punching out of the pocket, made it extra deep, it comes straight back on and
call
scored.
it again. I think as you ran off.
but if you
Let's
do,
hope the same for
if you
Jesse.
do get called for a second one, it is considered an unsportsmanlike.
How do they know it's the same stick, Marty?
Jesse should be going to cage. Stefan, hot
Lock
stuff.
it in.
Yep, here we go. Love that.
Oh, didn't miss by much.
And Jesse's going.
Don't mind that.
I reckon that's the firing up that
Basically
Jesse
your
needed.
story.
He did not, I guarantee he did not tighten that string up on the bench just then.
Well, it didn't go above the back fence, so maybe he did.
Oh.
That one was actually even over the shoulder, wasn't it?
No. Steph,
Oh, Steph, oh,
that's
Oh, another bar.
rung the back pipe, I reckon. And we're back to even. So we're approaching only the last few. Oh
Yes.
no.
So,
Yeah,
we
stop for
are.
a while though, because Luke.
Yeah.
Last 5 minutes.
It's illegal.
Oh, here we
procedure.
go.
That's
Good
a
jump
flag.
There. There's a flag
Gotta
on.
be a
That's
flag.
good. By Jacob, I'd just be pushing through that.
If they can score
Good.
here and go
back.
man up.
That's a very, very nice move. Oh, no lefty on the bottom corner.
Just to the wrong side of his body.
Yeah, to his right hand. He just
Yeah,
had it in his right hand.
exactly. Bit of confusion.
Bit of hindsight. Okay, this is big here. So, Sturt get a quick one. Get it out of the middle.
So that was a 30-second.
Yep.
So two ways to play this, I guess. You run it out, make sure you score, or you try to score a quick one and time out for a reset.
Yep. I'm a fan of the quick whistle. I do enjoy that ad over the last few years.
Yeah, if you're switched
Oh,
on.
that's a good hit.
Yeah, that probably hurt a little bit, that one. But
Yeah, the ribs
yeah,
were...
if you're switched on and you can take advantage of that quick whistle.
Yep.
Ribs are open there and
it's
he's
all
still
fair
down.
play.
So they will stop that here.
Yeah, which is a bit silly, isn't it? Because
I think the reason they stop it is because there's no immediate transition with the field player. If there was, there is obviously no danger to the player, but because there was no easy transition out, they do call it up there and make sure they look after the player.
So now they have a slow clear from where they blew the whistle.
you see in AFL, they bounce the ball on the guy's head sometimes.
Yeah, they're not real fussed about the injured players in that,
No.
that certain sport.
Yeah, so I feel like the intensity is going to ramp up here, or I would like it to. That's a great clear.
I don't know if he was not expecting it or
Yeah.
didn't see it.
I think everyone knew
Dispossessed.
the ball was going there by him.
Dispossessed out of bounds. Good check.
I feel like he's got Jimmy's old helmet. Oh. 'Cause that,
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought there'd be too many Boston Cannon helmets getting around in.
no,
Sturt probably got to push this
In
clear
Adelaide?
pretty quickly.
Not that vintage anyway.
no. From memory, I feel like it had a bandana underneath it. must not be. Waps. Okay, here we go. Time management.
So
Gotta remember, there's pretty much always enough
Far
time.
out.
commentator's curse.
Yeah, I'll just
Potentially,
stop talking.
I haven't seen Sean Philippa on the field
Oh,
for a little bit here.
in the back. No.
Knee.
Okay.
Sore knee here, I've heard.
Yeah, Sturt will be looking
gotta push
to
that. Oh
build
dear.
something, and
Oh dear, there's going to be a flag.
Got caught up on his own pick there.
Full moon tonight, guys. You might have to, after a goal,
Oh, that's
show a shot of that. Oh, Pangrazio just off. He's dropped the last 2 or 3, unfortunately. We won't be happy with that.
Louis King just gathering the ball on that far side here now.
Making a
And
good
feeding it
pass
into the middle of the field.
So it's
Craig
very,
Stricker would be happy with that feed there.
very do or die lacrosse, so it might get a little sloppy, but hopefully we see some exciting stuff happen. And then there's
Timeout by Green.
Smart.
Any instant replays we got, Hayden? Nothing, no replays.
Shix has just texted through. He said he called it from Ireland. No, yeah, just joking.
We're going
He
to
called
need
the
to see the
timeout.
timestamps on
Craig
that.
called the timeout.
Craig's
from
watching
Ireland.
live. He's called the timeout. He's texting through instructions.
I thought he was calling
Craig,
a
are
win.
you be mid warm up
Job's
almost? What's the progress with your? I might still be out on Lacrosse's ATV account by then.
And the Iroquois are now called the
Honda Nuse.
Denise. Oh, yes.
I heard it a few times in the women's tournament. I still don't know how to pronounce it.
No.
Following them on Instagram, that is definitely something worth following.
They have a lot of fun doing what they do.
If
Bit of
you're
flair
if
in
you're
their
looking
game.
at speaking of following people, if you're looking at following somebody awesome, make sure you get into 180finance.com.au. You can hit them up on Facebook because Chris has actually got an awesome little podcast on
Yeah, right.
build something, build it right,
Yep.
with tradvc.com.au.
Good segue, Marty. Well done. Covered both.
I've got a house portfolio, but it's bedrooms.
Well, if you need to refinance, Nige, you know who to go and see.
I'm locked in at the moment, Marty. I reckon I'll keep it there for a little bit, as long as I can, just
Yep.
to see what's happening with these interest rates.
Yep, and you're talking in getting your head around.
Because there are some good deals around, and Chris will certainly make sure you get the right deal, as Jesse will be looking to play keepings off and just ice the
Oh,
game.
good check.
But
Good check. Wow, Jacob.
oh,
He's everywhere. Well, that's the right of reply. Oh, my God. He's
Oh,
good.
that's a.
From behind. Oh,
No.
second one?
no, two singles. Have we got Luke? Get
Crowd
Luke-
getting around
Luke.
it. Love it. Can't be long.
Good, all good. Okay, so Michael.
Might be a
I had the same
contract.
one. Did you have one as well?
Actually, mine players checking the ball out. when I
Okay,
play
so
stick
Green
on
have
the
got a
ground.
foul for offside. Who
So
number
it's a legal
double
check on
zero?
six.
Double zero.
Lukey's
Who was your call? Who was your call for your hold? Yeah, okay, I got it. Oh, do you want it? Double zero, offside. One hold. Yeah, two separate fouls.
They're all like that.
Got two in the box now.
Shix's update. 4 hours away. Just completed team prep tour.
Very good.
Shix, the skinny brother version. Looking
Obviously, a
big shot. Tommy all over it. No backup. No staying.
big
still.
challenge for the boys, and one. I know that we've lost that match-up the last
Couple
few
of times.
campaigns, so I think everyone's on the boys'
So
back.
we've got one release.
There it is. Time out.
All over it.
Tony, the veteran coach, replay here for that man-up goal. Was it man-up?
Yep.
2 man up. Great shot by Forbesy. I think one got released. Oh yeah, live video interrupted. Sorry guys. I'll just update them.
Back to the face-off.
Oh, we're back live.
And we're live. Sorry, guys. We've had a mobile hotspot drop out there.
Minor
If
technical
anyone's
issue.
a Wi-Fi technician or knows some contacts to Elon
And
Musk.
an important face-off to win in the context of this game.
I just wait for a quick beer run. Oh, it's a good flick. Can Jacob handle it? Can he? No flags. Ball's down. Jared just throwing. Checks it arms.
Louis King just, whoa, he's
Striding it out
Absolutely
all
running
the way.
away.
Like he hasn't
Keep
been playing
going.
today.
Keep going.
Easy.
Oh, don't give it
No
to
rush.
Jesse. I wanted to see another long pole goal. He's already got one today.
On YouTube.
and that's it.
And that'll do
That's
it.
enough.
Again.
Jesse just popping another one past Sam Guilford there after the whistle.
Best mates.
I don't think that one
Stefan is
counts.
very happy on the sidelines there.
He'll count it.
Yeah, so good result there for Woodville.
Yep.
Probably, I would have said they would have liked to be a little bit more ahead early, so I think they would have, it's always good to get the win, but
Yep.
it's always nice
Oh,
to,
there's Sean.
Still limping.
So that's
yeah, so
above
that's
the
that,
knee.
yes, of course, that corky that Sean got from Ryan has really rattled him.
They're debilitating, they are.
And as the night goes on, it looks like it's getting worse.
Who are we getting?
So what's our thoughts there for?
Besides a roof for this to make a beautiful stadium, that I suggest tradvc.com.au should build, because that would be amazing. Keep the heat in.
For mine, the best on ground is the gas heater behind me. So no, but I think Jacob Newman for me was sensational for Sturt. You take him out of their team, and that's
different result. Isn't
there's a very, very different result.
I got Tommy Tuxford.
Yep. I was happy with him early. He made a couple of clutch saves early, which probably hurt Sturt's confidence.
His ability to get out and get some of the ground balls and assist with the clears.
Did Filippa do enough before he exited the game?
I think he was definitely on track, but there was obviously a lack of contribution in that second half, not through no fault of his own.
Which quarter? Was it the third or the fourth?
I think it was early in the third.
Sometime in the third. So who are we going with, boys?
Well,
let's get Sean over there.
Yep. I mean, it's a long walk. It's a long walk for him with a bung quad.
Well, do you want us to get both Sean and
Tommy
or Tommy or Jacob, but one from both?
Oh, can we go one? Can we go? You both played well.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. I'm happy with that.
I'll go and get the boys.
Tried their hardest.
Give Tommy the heads up, though. He did well, though. I don't know. He just pointed at you. Are we on? Yeah. Hey, guys. And we got some young footy legends out here in the front.
No future in footy. Get a stick in your hand.
Torpet. Oh, that's young Waps.
Let's talk about the venue, Steve, because as you said, I do like a bit of grass.
Yeah.
Magic, what they've done down here at Old Sturt.
Oh, it's amazing.
Club room's behind us.
Glorious.
Looking wonderful in the night sky.
Yep.
It's always nice to see a little bit of green this time of the year at Sturt, because you don't see much normally.
Not back in the day. This would have been the classic weekend where you would slide and get as much clay on you as possible.
You always try to avoid the late games at Sturt and Burnside, as we heard earlier, that they cancelled that game.
Yep.
Underwater. So,
what kind of grass is it, Nige?
Out here?
Yeah.
This is to be the kakuyi.
It's pretty hardy. It's held up well today.
Hardy, yes. It's actually a weed. Classified as a weed. But yes, it's in good condition. It's obviously freshly laid just before the start of the season, I reckon. So,
yeah. So by next
Marty's
year,
just making us
directing traffic,
making us stand up. Just going to work our way out. I believe we've got the mans of the match coming over.
The men's.
Mans.
Do we take these
because there's two of them, because we're so indecisive we can't pick one.
Or is it probably too late to say I thought Jesse had a really good game?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd have to disagree with you too.
Hey, I got gloves on. How are you, mate?
Not too bad, how are you?
Good. We're not on quite yet.
All right. So just walking out some...
Oh, that's for you.
Playing some...
we couldn't decide, so you're coming over.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you.
No, you've done a great job. So
cheers.
you're on air now.
Yeah.
Jacob, awesome job today.
Thank you.
Up and down.
Yeah, lots of running.
Nige, Braden, if you haven't been before.
Yeah, seen him around, across a small community. But yeah, no, it's good to meet you guys.
So yeah, good game. Unfortunately,
couldn't get the win. Yeah, bit unfortunate. Just had a slow start. They got a couple goals on us early, and I mean we locked them out towards the second half. Scored one goal in the second half, but we just couldn't get the goals on our board. Yeah. Unfortunately, we had opportunities, but just couldn't finish them.
Yeah, nice. And you up and down all day? Did you start to tire at the end a little bit?
Yeah.
I saw you got run down for the first time in 2 years. So
I was pretty gassed.
especially uphill in the level.
Sturt, they try to level it. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. But
but a hell of an effort. Nige, midfield growing up. All the way through until he had to go to the attack line. But,
had to go there. I think I chose to go there. But
someone like Jacob excited.
Very impressed by just the way you run up and down the field, and obviously willing to get physical. And I think Sturt would benefit strongly from another one of yourselves out there. Obviously, as Steve said, you do a lot of running up and down the field. It's very hard to be aggressive in offense. So the way you managed to still get a threat on the cage was really impressive tonight, and you did really well.
No, I appreciate it.
All right,
Thank you, boys.
Thank you for coming over.
No, anytime.
Done.
Thank
Pass
you.
over to Shawnee. We'll have a little chat.
Cheers, man.
You all right, mate?
Yeah,
Holding up
good.
okay?
Just
So
a
we-
bit of a rough corky.
We couldn't decide between the two. I think Sean was probably the
Oh,
standout.
yeah, sorry.
Standout,
Worked
sort of
up
leading
Oh, beautiful,
up
thank
until
you.
the sort of just before the third quarter, and caught a nice knock from Ryan. So we obviously had the dual best on grounds today.
You popped straight back up.
Yeah, it was weird. It must have been the adrenaline. I got hit, I got straight back up, and then I felt it after about 5
Time you got around
meters.
the backside of the
Yeah,
cage.
I was in crease. I'm like, I got to go
Yeah.
to X now, and
Yeah.
then I came around back into crease. I'm like, yeah, I got to get off.
Okay, and
I was
corky,
like-
you think, above the knee?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was just above.
Okay.
Thankfully, if it was below, I'd be a bit more
Yeah.
stressed.
It's like
but-
there was a trampoline out there, you just shot.
Yeah, I had no idea he was coming.
Yep.
After the game, Dad's like, "That's what you get for doing a one-handed ground ball." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah,
great."
we
Oh,
always-
yeah.
Always good to have
Classic
Dad there
game.
for special
Yeah.
comments.
Yeah.
What's your favourite, dodging from X, or you love the transition stuff?
I love transition, but that means coming from defense, so preferably don't go down there. But I prefer feeding from X.
Yep.
Definitely dodge, hit a cutter. But honestly, it's just as long as the team scores,
Yeah.
that's the most important thing.
Yep.
So
Nice work.
And your thoughts on the game was probably you guys obviously had control early, and then sort of snuck back in there towards the half time. And,
yeah, definitely.
probably had control early in the third quarter as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been trying to focus on keeping control of the ball, especially early game, because we know teams can get away from us if we don't. So holding the ball, I mean, it showed we scored 2 or 3 early, and then we just slowed down a bit, started making some small mistakes, and they had more possession. But in the end, we got the win, which is important. So
Yeah, it plays a big importance now with the 15-minute quarters. That if you can eat up a few minutes every possession, there's less chance of someone else getting a goal. So it's a great strategy.
Exactly.
And then under 18s, maybe
Yes, I
we
was
we
going to bring
finish-
that up. We
finish
might
off
as well
with
bring
that.
that while you're here. So obviously that finished off it was a couple of weeks ago now. How's the body feeling? You
I was good. After
finished
a few
celebrating,
days.
finished having your parties,
Yeah,
and
no,
the boys are back into club mode, I guess.
Yeah, it was killer. Just,
Yeah.
I mean, at the start, I think we were training for like 9 months or something. At the start, you know most people because you've played against them, but you've not really played with them before. So you're getting to know everyone, but then...
And you haven't in a couple of years, have you?
No,
You've never
exactly.
had-
Yeah, and then come tournament time, we knew everything about everyone,
Yeah,
which
cool.
it was really good.
They look like a good little group of lads that were having a lot of fun by the end.
No,
And obviously, so the under 21s now, I think they are, but the under 19s team's over there at the moment. So the next one is coming up in a couple of years' time, I believe, maybe 3. Your age,
I
was.
I'm sure you were looking at it already. You've looked at some dates.
For the under 19s, I was too young first time, and I'm a few months too old second time. So whether or not they change the date because of the COVID and stuff, not sure. Hopefully, but we'll see. We'll see what happens in the end. So
jump straight to the senior teams then.
Hopefully.
Dodge the 19s.
So
dodge the 19s curse.
I had captain Ryan Garnsworthy. So you can do the under 19s. I'm pretty sure because it didn't work out the years.
Yeah.
But ended up playing in how many senior teams? So doesn't matter. Roll of the dice, I guess, with the age. So
yeah, it happens. So.
But yes, it's all about the big future for you, mate. We're really looking forward to sitting back and watching you do your thing.
Appreciate it.
Good job, mate. Get
Thank
out
you
of
very
here.
much. Cheers.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. We're just going to work out. Nope. We're on the finals. The finals have been locked in for this year. So the semi-finals, the men's and women's are split. I guess that's just sheer way of numbers of games. So the women's is down there at North Adelaide. We're getting a beautiful new club being built, I believe.
They are.
Is it going to be ready in time, Marty? I wouldn't have thought. No.
It will not be.
It will not be ready in time. So
Left
apologies.
side's cleared at the moment. Looks like some sort of foundation is getting prepped. There's no.
The steel frame was up today.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, right, you were
Yeah,
there
it looks
today.
good. Yeah.
That's all happening.
Ground held up
And
to nicely too.
The men's are down
semis.
there. It's down the, we'll call it the Bay, but it's down at actually West Beach, down at Glenelg. For the men's semi-finals there. Prelims are going to where, Braden?
East Orange, the mighty Red Wingers.
Yep.
And they've got a few grounds, which is good. They can get everything sorted through there. The do or die finals.
And then God's Field for the grand final.
Direct quote, Stefan Gurin.
Yeah, the best conditioned field in SA, holds up beautifully. Many a final have been played there. So Woodville for the finals on 10th September, which should be live, LSA TV.
Of course.
All state league finals.
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to having it back at a club.
Of the women's state league Friday nighters, they're going to be at Sturt, live here.
Great.
Anything else?
Great service.
We're good. All right. So we should sign off. All right.
Thanks for having us, guys. So hopefully we kept you guys entertained for a
Yeah,
little bit
hopefully not
there.
back again.
And, got through the game.
Thought it was great.
All right, catch you later.
So